I'm wanting to start doing small haul videos, because I buy tons of cross-stitch stuff second hand off eBay and from charity shops, and sometimes on Facebook Marketplace as well. And I thought, if I start doing little videos every time I buy some bits, it might inspire other people to buy second hand too, because it is better for the world. So the first thing I've bought is this from eBay. It is the leftovers from a kit. I think it was maybe £3 or £4, I'm not 100% sure. So it doesn't come with fabric, it just comes with the chart, the cover photo and the leftover threads, which there is quite a good amount of threads here, and I think I'll probably stitch this on a 40 count linen, which obviously uses less thread, so I might get away with what's here, and if not I can colour match this to my DMC set anyway. The next thing was I went to a local charity shop. Well, I went to a couple, but one of them I hadn't been to before, and I didn't realise they had a big crafty section. So the first thing I got was this, again a leftovers. Oh, in fact no, this was chart only, and this was, as you can see, 55p. So I've taken it out of this dirty dusty packet, which when I opened it, this smelled so bad. And I know that a lot of people are thinking, oh, I couldn't do that, but you're not going to find this kit unless you're willing to go through the dirt. So there's a close-up of it. It's by Rencraft. Now I really like to know the history of brands and designers and stuff. I have a bit of a thing of bothy threads, like I can take you back the whole history timeline and pull out the kits of the previous names and the previous owners and things, and I'd really like to do it for Rencraft, but I can't find any information about them. So if anybody knows anything about them, could you message me? I have googled them, but it just brings up cross stitch patterns of Wrens. It doesn't bring up anything to do with Rencraft. I could search the address is here, but yeah, that is the pattern is that. So it comes with a super old style pattern. Oh, it smells bad. I need to let it air out a little bit. As you can see, it's the one where people would draw onto the graph paper then photocopy, which I just think is adorable. I'll probably make a working copy of this so I don't have to work from this, because it does smell bad, but how adorable is it? If you can see past the dirt, the smell, then you know I'm here to inspire you. So next up was, this was £1.25, and inside it was like this, the sweetheart tree with two of these charts. Now when I opened it, actually there was 10 there was 10 of them in there for £1.25. Did I say £1.55? £1.25. So this was the one that I saw, and then on the other side was this one. This is the one that I liked, but then obviously on the inside there was another 8 of them, so I'll quickly show all of those. And this was £1.25 for all of them. All these little, like, oh, they're called teeny tweenies, and they've got a number on as well of what they are. Oh, I like this one. This would be nice with some, I've got a lot of threads that'd look nice with. That one. And that one. So £1.25 for all of them. Then next up was Indigo Rose, and it's called Acorns. Catherine Strickler. This was £1.25. And that's just the chart. Large streams from little fountains flow, tall oaks from little acorns grow. That's so sweet, isn't it? Very lovely. Then the next thing I got was Candemar Designs. I'm assuming that's how you say it. This was, I got 2 of these, so they were 80p each. So this was the first one, and this was the second one. So these are chart only, and these charts do not have a DMC list, they just have thread names. So I will have to try and look into what threads they are, or maybe match them up with the picture, I'm not sure. Which is one of the things you get with kits, is they don't always have the colour codes on, which is fine if you've got like a full set. If you've got leftover threads, you can match them up. If it's a simple design, you can pick your own colours, and sometimes you can find lists on the internet. But again, it's one of those things of, if you want the vintage kits and the old designs, you have to put a bit of extra work in, but I think it's so worth it. It's so worth it for some of the unique things you find that nobody else is stitching, or people aren't designing anymore. Next up was the DMC Henry VIII, again chart only, and that was 80p. And the chart is crinkled, and it has got some writing on it and a bit of drawing on it, but you know, you can make yourself a working copy that's clean, and I can read that whole pattern's readable. Maybe the centre line's a bit blurred from where it's been folded up for a while, but you can work out with that. That did have this inside it, which Britain in Stitches, that's the maps that you can get, isn't it? But I thought it was cute because at the bottom of this, somebody's charted a name, and it says Jennifer Emma Louise McLaren. It's a posh name, that, isn't it? I wonder who Jennifer is. Cute. Anyway, then there was a couple of Just Nan charts in the little, they're not booklets as in there's only one pattern in them, but they're the little, what do you call these? Called chartlets, maybe, I'm not sure. Anyway, these were 80p each. And this one's really, really lovely. This one's called Grace, and it's a really small pattern. I didn't realise how small this was until you look at the pattern. It's only 40 stitches across, and that's got a DMC list as well, so you can kit that up very easily, and it's really, really nice. It's like a fancy lady but small. And the all the Just Nan patterns come with them. When you buy them as kits, they come with embellishments, don't they? Which, when you look on eBay, the embellishments sell for so much. Like, I've seen them go for like £30 before. But they'll be, like, this one's got a dragonfly in the centre. But I feel like that would be so easy to sub out. You can get the little metal dragonflies, can't you? I think that'd be so easy to sub out. That's really sweet. When you look up close to it, like, at first glance, it just looks like a pattern. But there's actually 4, like, I don't know if they're little girls or what, and like little birds and butterflies. Like, you've really got to look up close to see it, but I think that's really sweet. Then the next two things are frames. So most of the frames I buy, most of the frames I use for cross stitch finishing are second-hand frames. They are thrown away so often, but again, if you can look past, old frames have usually got bugs in, haven't they? Or definitely here in England, our frames get little tiny black bugs behind the glass. So if you can look past that, this was the first one. This was £1. So all I do is I take the stuff out and I take the glass out. I never frame with glass now, but you can see like the little bugs on it. You can see my phone in that. It's got like little bugs stuck to it, which is pretty gross, but yeah, this is where the value is. This is the good stuff. You can paint this and it'll completely change the look of it. And I just feel like frames have got so much character to them. It's like second-hand ones have got so much character to them. Like, to think this is hung up in someone else's home for, I have no idea how long. It is pretty, if you look at how it's on the back with staples and a little twisty thing, like, this probably been in someone's house for 40, 50 years, and they've had this on the wall. Like, isn't that sweet to know that your frame's got a story? Whereas if you just buy it brand new, it just feels wasteful. I get that sometimes you need to buy brand new, but it feels wasteful. Whereas this has got a story to it. So how nice that I'm going to paint this up and it's going to live on for another 50 years rather than going to landfill. Anyway, the glass I just put in my recycle bin. So the next frame I have actually started to take apart. It's this. So this was £1.50, and again, you know, the little paper in it, it's got a stain on it. It looks like it's had tape on it or something laid across it. And then the glass again, it's got things stuck to it and it's really dirty. Like, my hands feel awful touching it, but I'll just pop the glass in the recycling. So this is the good stuff. The backboard of it is there. I've been using it to lace something up. But yeah, it'll paint up. I'm going to paint this black. So I have actually, I won't show the whole thing, so I want to save it for a picture, but I have laced this. You'll know what pattern that is. And then once this is black, it's going to look nice. And you know, £1.50, it was a £1.50 frame, and it's a square frame. I never find square frames. So my last thing isn't actually cross stitch, but it is really sweet, so I wanted to show it. It's this Country Charm writing set. It's supposed to be 10 pieces of writing paper with 10 envelopes, and I think there's 8 in here. But yeah, how sweet is that? I just thought they'd be really cute then for writing. I want to start writing letters. It's so much more romantic than texting, isn't it? But yeah, that was the last thing I got. I do want to start doing these videos more. Maybe I'll inspire other people to buy off eBay and buy in charity shops and bring new life to old cross stitch and old frames. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this.